Ba't di natin 'to gawing bread and butter or source of income? And yun, dun nag-start yung Netflix.
So, ito yung light bulb moment, no?
Yes.
Meron kaming mga 8-7 weddings for that year. So, I was contemplating. Siyempre, may fear ka na,
Oo.
parang, magre-resign na ba ako? Pa-part-time? Push na ba talaga namin ito? What I experienced is he allowed me to experience brokenness para malaman ko kung sino siya. And I needed him to break me first before niya ibigay sa akin yung mga hinihingi ko. Kasi sometimes we're so focused on the thing we want that we forget who really is the giver of all those things.
Kamusta? My name is Manong George and I've been here in the UK for over 15 years. Katulad ba kita na isang OFW na nangangarap ng mas magandang buhay? Well, itong podcast ay para sa inyo. Kasi dito sa podcast na to, pag-uusapan natin ang pera in a positive light. Dito kakausap tayo ng mga guest na may magandang diskarte para tulungan tayong umangat sa buhay. Kasi lahat tayong mga nag-abroad, malayo na, pero malayo pa. So again, come and join us here in this podcast, Manifesting with Manong George.
Hi everyone, ako po si Crisel. We are the founders of Netflix, and I am a wife to my husband, Patrick.
Yeah. And my name is Patrick, one of the founders as well of Netflix, and my lovely wife, Crisel.
Pat, ano ba yung work mo before bago ka nakarating dito? Ayan, ano yung ginagawa mo nun? Mga pre-Crisel. Yan.
So, years bago ko nakilala si Crisel, nag-work ako sa real estate industry. So, real estate broker ako sa Pilipinas. Doon talaga ako matagalan nag-work. And sabi ko sa kanya, ikaw na lang umuwi dito sa Pinas kasi yabang ko na eh. Okay
Doing
naman
well.
kita.
Oo.
And then, yun nga, sinampala ko ng katotohanan na nag-COVID. Hindi na makabenta, lahat sarado yung market, lahat ng industry bagsak na. So, that's the turning point na nag-apply ako dito. Pero tapos na kami, kasal na.
Oo.
Ayan. Tapos, dumating ako dito May 15, 2021. And pagdating ko dito, na-quarantine pa ako ng 15 days sa hotel
Grabe.
dyan sa London. Ayun. And, ayun, that starts.
Pero pagdating dito, kamusta naman yung work? Kasi yan ang isa sa malalaking struggles ng mag-asawa eh. Lalo na kung hindi ka nurse, di ba? Dependent. Yan yung maraming nahihirapan mag-struggle. And may challenges ba sa'yo?
Totoo yan, Waze. Kasi 6 months before ako nakahanap ng trabaho kasi hindi ko mahanap yung job na mag-fit sa akin eh. Like yung sa real estate. Pero di ba sabi nga sa Bible, sabi sa book ni Matthew 6:36, seek his kingdom first and his righteousness, and all shall be added. And all these things shall be added. So, hindi namin alam, nagsiserve na kami nun sa church. And hindi na alam, nasa media team pala kami. And we're doing documentations ng pag may mga service, we do photo and so we think
Doon na napunta.
parang naisip namin, ba't di natin to gawing bread and butter or source of income? And yan, doon nag-start yung Netflix.
So, ito yung light bulb moment, no?
Yes.
Oo, galing. Pero yun nga, tinanong ko kanina eh. Ito, isa-segue ko lang konti. Describe to us yung first day nyo na kumukuha na kayo. Na nagkaroon kayo ng client. Ang client nyo bang una, Pinoy? Or
Okay.
so lokal. So
Local.
medyo high expectation. So take us through that. Yung hindi pa, yun yung first wedding kagad yun? Full wedding kagad?
Yung first is ako lang muna yun. Kasi may work pa si Pat noon. So, nung first wedding, naki-join lang ako sa isa kong friend na Filipino photographer. Meron siyang issue-shoot na puti na wedding. So, sabi ko, can I do the videography for free? Parang gano'n. Or for me to get this experience of how things go sa wedding dito sa UK. Tapos yun, ang dala ko lang nun isang camera na yung lang siya, parang kit camera, and then a gimbal. As in, yun lang yung hawak ko.
Talaga?
So, para lang meron kaming portfolio.
Yeah.
Tapos from there, we used that film para maka-inganyo ng mga parang
Oo.
ganon. What we did was, nagpa-free, parang wedding, ganyan-ganyan.
Promo kami.
Promo. So,
Promo
yun.
agad.
Opo. So, yun yung first talaga na wedding
yun,
namin
to build
together.
portfolio.
Galing. Oh. So, kumbaga, bago nyo kayo kumubra, namigay muna kayo.
Yes, of course. Pre-taste.
Galing. Alam ba, kasi, ewan ko kung na-record namin to, pero sasabihin ko na, sipat napakaraming talent. May, ang dami, from real estate to pagluluto, dadaanan mo lahat yan, Ikwento mo nga sa amin. Ano yung mga entrepreneurship mo before?
So, yung elementary pa lang ako, mga grade 5, grade 6. Hindi ko alam, nagluluto na pala ako ng ng mga inihaw, mga barbecue sa bahay, chicken wings, mga bituka ng manok, ganyan, yung Betamax yan. Hindi ko alam kasi maaga ako naging independent. Kasi yung mom ko nag-abroad din siya sa Dubai. So ako yung parang naglo-look after sa sister ko and yung papa ko naman nag-work. And ayun, nung college, entrepreneur management ang kinuha ko. And then ina-apply namin yung mga thesis namin, sa implementation. And yun, yung before ko siya nakilala, si Crisel, nagpunta pa ka ng small business. Like naggagawa ko ng mga sisig, hamburger, yan. Yung pakilala ko, CEO ko.
CEO, yun CEO pala.
Yeah. Pero on the side,
yun yung profile mo nun sa matindi.
On the side, nagre-real estate ako. So,
kumbaga may pinagbabawal na technique ka pala sa dating profile, CEO. Ngayon ko lang yun nalaman pero ang galing nun
Actually, ko yung reason. Kasi sabi ko, yung nag-meet kami, parang nag-start kaming
chat
ng October. Tapos yung pakilala niya sa akin is, meron akong taxi car company, gumagano siya, isa yung kotse niya.
Ginagawa niya taxi.
Meron daw siyang, small burger business, chain of business. Ang yabang naman nito, sabi kong ganun. So, hindi ko na siya chinat
Kaya
noon.
pala inalaga mo nung nabagok. Teka lang, baka malaki yung problema ko.
Actually, because of that, hindi na kami nag-usap. Kasi sabi ko, ang yabang naman nitong lalaki. Tapos sabi kong ganun. Nag-chat na lang kami ulit nung pinaati ko siya nung birthday niya. Like, okay.
Ikaw rin pala yung bumalik. Kasi,
binati ko.
Baka nga naman CEO. Well, ngayon, di ba? Ang galing. Pero, moving on dun sa so, yun nga, nakwento mo, nurse ka, and you gave it up. Take us through yung moment na, you had to jump into this. Ano ba yan? Typical na story ba yan na dahan-dahan, paunti-unti, o talagang bala na si Batman, tumalon na lang? Ano bang naging storya mo dyan from nursing?
Kuya, ko siya. Actually, di ba even before, I really wanted to have my own business, ganyan. So it took me years. Like, parang I was questioning, ano ba yung pwede kong gawin for me to really be successful about something na outside nursing? Kasi parang feeling ko during the years na nag-nurse ako, parang I was just dragging myself to come to work. Ganun yung pakiramdam ko. But I still carried on kasi yun, you have to do it. Pero, nung, parang one of the turning points kasi is, I think I remember, September 2021, ganyan. Kasi nakafocus na ako sa nursing noon kasi dumating na siya. Sabi ko, I have to carry on. So, ang plan namin is magka-baby, ganyan, mag-sit sa work, ganon. Pero, I applied for a higher position sa work ko. Tapos, out of parang 15 people, kukuha sila ng 6 or 9 candidates to be successful, parang ganon. Nag-apply ako, though parang last minute kasi hindi half-hearted ako eh.
Yeah.
Pero when I decided to apply, akala ko makukuha ko siya. Pero hindi ko siya nakuha. Parang gano'n. Parang, I was really sad, pero it was okay. Parang pagkalabas ko nung room, ng interview room, nilapitan ako ng mga ka-work ko. Tapos sabi na, how was it? Nakuha ka, ganyan. Tapos sinabi ko na hindi ako nakuha. Doon sila yung
sila yung sumamaloob.
for me. So parang yun yung parang turning point ko na bigla na lang akong naiyak tsaka naawa sa sarili ko na bakit hindi ko nakuha yung mga mga mini-mentor ko nun sila yung parang gano'n. So, I felt sorry for myself, parang gano'n na may resentment ka na tsaka I felt entitled, which is I learned na hindi rin pala dapat gano'n yung heart ko. Pero as a normal person, like you go through that na
Yes.
pain na, oo, bakit hindi ko nakuha? So, nung time na yon uwi ako ta's iyak ako ng iyak kay Patrick.
Mm.
Sabi ko, "Hala dad hindi ko nakuha." Parang I felt like a failure ulit,
Mm.
parang gano'n. So, ang ginawa ko po, siyempre I went back to the Lord and asked for wisdom, ganyan. And parang dun ako na-remind dun sa talagang dream ko or passion ko before na yun nga to go into business, ganyan. And nung time na yun, parang nagkasabay lang din na na-remind ako na photography yung ginagawa namin sa church, nagse-self
Oo.
kami. Tapos nga I want to step out. So ang ginawa ko, nag-annual leave ako for 1 month and I was just like binging, watching, tawag dito, videography courses, parang gano'n.
Sa University
Kasi
of YouTube. Yeah. Hindi.
pero online course siya,
Online
parang
course
gano'n.
naman.
Oo.
O tandaan nyo, hindi lahat na YouTube.
Pero yun, part of it is YouTube din. Pero yun nga, for 1 month, yun yung ginawa ko and I learned how to do photography, videography at the same time. Tapos yun, nung time na it took us couple of months din before we decided. Pero nung siguro mga 6 months after, while still working as a nurse, we started Netflix na. So ngayon actually 4-year anniversary namin.
Oh,
Oh,
March yun eh.
congratulations. Ngayon pala talaga.
Oo.
today,
This month.
this month.
This month, 4 years na nag-start ang Netflix. So as we said earlier on, we did free wedding photography, videography. Parang once lang namin ginawa. Pero nag-ano siya, I don't know, it snowballed. It was a blessing from the Lord na biglang may clients na nag-book because of that. Talagang yung wisdom that comes with it. It was amazing. Pero nung yung turning point talaga kung paano kami tumalon na
Oo.
nag-decide na I'm gonna leave my profession as a nurse. It didn't take us long. I think then the following year nag-start kailangan na nating mag-focus dito kasi dumadami na yung clients. So I remember March 2023, parang gano'n. Through my Bible reading, I was asking for confirmation kasi
Mm.
dun sa room namin sa bahay, meron kaming cabinet doon na nililista namin yung
May
number
salamin.
oo,
Oo.
Nasusulat namin yun.
yung weddings namin for that year. And for that year, siguro dahil hindi pa naman gano'n katagal yung Netflix, meron kaming mga
7.
8, 7 weddings for that year. So I was contemplating, siyempre may fear ka na
Oo.
parang, magre-resign na ba ako, pa-part-time, pupush na ba talaga namin ito? So parang may doubt kasi parang kung magre-resign ako, hindi enough yung kitain namin, siyempre for that entire year, gano'n. So, yun na-confirm lahat through my Bible reading that time na it's a story about, Caleb and Joshua dun sa Numbers. Yan, sa So, yun parang to cut the story short, it was, a revelation na, you have to really put your trust in the Lord kahit na gaano kahirap yung kailangan mong pagdaanan. Kasi hindi naman yung problem yung kailangan na ma-magnify. You have to, put your trust on the one who gives the provisions, gano'n.
Ang galing, no? So, sa panahon ngayon kasi, medyo nagkakaroon ng divide, no? Parang sabi na natin, those who have very strong religious affiliation, yung iba, hindi ganun. Rather than sabihin natin, ano masasabi nyo doon, take us through yung process ninyo. Kasi, for somebody, halimbawa, na nakikinig dito na sinasabi, wala akong ganong relationship. So, not to be pushy, but to share us what would be your experience. Paano yun? Kasi may mga pilosopo magsasabi, hindi ko naman naririnig si Lord eh. Hindi ko naman siya nakikita. Paano naman yun sa inyo? Kasi, of course, nandito tayo sa manifesting. But, a big part of what we do is kailangan natin ng sasandalan eh. No? At saka yung pera, lagi ko sinasabi, itong pera, this is secondary. Meron pa rin mas mabigat. No, meron pa rin mas una. Well, in your case, it's very evident faith talaga yung malakas. So take us through that
thought process? Paano nyo nabubuo sa sarili nyo na this is what's meant to be? Kasi ito yung, kumbaga, this is what the Lord is telling me, parang ganun. Paano nyo i-explain yon sa isang non-believer halimbawa?
Ako siguro po babalik ako dun sa sinabi ko kanina, yung sa scripture reading, sinare ko, yung sa Matthew 6:33. Seek His kingdom first and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added. So ano ba yung sabihin? Hanapin muna natin si Lord. Kumbaga, isik muna natin siya. Like, sinabi niya, wala pang relationship yung mga iba na nakikinig. Hanapin na muna si Lord and simulan niyo sa passion niyo, simulan niyo kung anong hilig niyo, kung anong gusto niyong gawin sa buhay, yun yung gawin yung negosyo. Pero still, unahin niyo muna si Lord. Kasi siya naman yung magbe-bless sa inyo. Siya yung, like sa amin, I cannot say na meron kaming sapat na clients, but talaga proven na for the past few years, 4 years na kami, hindi nagkukulang si Lord. Laging sapat yung provision niya. Last minute, di siya late. Sakto lang siya on time.
I think for me siguro, you will never experience His grace if you never knew Him in the first place. Kasi ako, though lumaki ako na religious, I didn't have a relationship with Him. Parang, I will just run to God whenever I needed something.
Pag may kailangan
pag may kailangan.
lang.
Parang, ang tawag doon, transactional. Parang gano'n. Pag okay ako, sige, okay ako. Pero, what I experienced is He allowed me to experience brokenness para malaman ko kung sino siya. And I needed I needed Him to break me first before niya ibigay sa akin yung mga hinihingi ko. Kasi sometimes we're so focused on the things we want that we forget who really is the giver of all those things.
Bago tayo mag-dive in, quick shoutout muna sa sponsor ng episode na ito, BC Remit. Bilang OFW, alam mo yung pakiramdam, katatapos lang ng sahod, tapos biglang, ping! Text from Pinas! Kailan ka magpapadala? Hindi naman tayo sa nagre-reklamo. Kaya nga tayo nandito sa abroad para sa ating mga pamilya. Pero minsan, pag nagpapadala ka, ang taas ng fees. Tapos ang tagal pa ng dating. Nakaka-stress, diba? Kaya dito sa Manifesting, we trust BC Remit. Filipino o ginawa to mismo para sa atin ng mga OFW. Whether nasa UK ka, USA, Canada, Spain, or kahit saan sa EU, diretso ang padala mo sa Pilipinas. GCash, Coins.ph, bank transfer, cash pickup, kung anong convenient sa pamilya mo, kaya yan. And dito sa Manifesting, we believe in investing in our OFW future. This means keeping your SSS and pag-ibig consistent. May BC Remit Pay rin sila para dyan. So kahit nasa ibang bansa na tayo, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang contributions natin. Or future you will thank you. Promise. Mabilis, mura, siguradong dumarating. And here's the Manong George deal. Kung bagong user ka ng BC Remit, gamitin mo ang ating code PinoyUK, 5 times off sa fees mo, plus special rate pa sa first transfer mo. Sulit na sulit, di ba? So download the BC Remit app, use the code PinoyUK, and your first transfer is free. Links are in the show notes. Safe, on time, siguradong dumarating with BC Remit.
I think maganda rin na pag-usapan natin yun. Kasi syempre, pumutok yung kay
Alvin, oo.
Baka. Kasi, di ba, Reggie, nagigets ko naman yung point niya. Pero I guess, minsan kasi ang na-highlight, lalo na pag highlights talaga. Syempre yung medyo controversial. So, I want to angle it on a way na easier to digest para dun sa, alam mo yun, hindi kasi parang imbis na naging, ang na-solidify doon yung friction eh.
Kaya nga ko yun.
Diba? Kasi meron naman siyang sinasabi talaga na may meaning naman talaga. No? Kasi that's his truth. There's nothing wrong about saying his truth. Kaya lang, I think yung paano rin pinoposition yung questions. Diba? Hindi, kasi ang actually tatanungin ko, paano kayo umabot sa ganun? Diba? Medyo sinasagot mo na, pero mamaya ipipick upin ko rin yan. Pero yan, sige. Yun nga, nandun tayo sa transactional. Yan.
Transactional.
So yun, transactional yung faith natin na we'll just pray to the Lord if we needed something. Pero yun nga, for me, I had to be broken for me to realize na, hindi naman yun yung role ni Lord. Hindi naman just a genie na I'm just gonna ask or talk to Him whenever I needed something. Kaya yun, I'm so grateful na I had to be broken for me to realize yung importance niya sa buhay ko. And of course, same with other people na yung syempre you're seeking the truth, which is very
Mm.
important. I studied a lot of things. I studied also yung Islam, ganyan. I also studied yung a little bit of backgrounds of other religions kasi you want to pursue the truth.
Yeah.
Like what is really in life, is God real? Mga ganon. So umabot ako sa ganon na digging into truth claims. And yun, what differs Christianity to other religion is it has a basis, and it's through Jesus Christ, yung resurrection niya. Kasi if you want to disprove Christianity, it's easy. You just have to disprove the resurrection. And my historical background yun, which is, it's gonna be too deep to talk about. Pero yun, dun ko na-prove na totoo talaga siya, na He made a hole in my heart na only Him can fill.
Mm.
Na kahit na anong gawin ko, ma-achieve ko man lahat ng bagay sa mundo, I might incur all the riches in the world, I'll never be complete. Kasi He will be the only one who can complete me.
And yung regarding naman sa mga kababayan natin na nakikinig ngayon dito sa UK, na hindi masama magplano, especially kung gusto mo magkaroon ng bahay.
Yeah.
So magkaroon ng kotse, magandang trabaho, malaking sahod. Walang masama doon. In reality, kailangan natin yun. For daily basis, di ba? We need to survive. Pero if wala doon si Lord, nagiging me, I, myself lang yun. Like, nakafocus tayo sa material world. Material things in this na in the future, it all in vain. Kasi we're just here for a stopover, or temporal lang tayo dito. And after that, what's next? So we are more investing on eternal investment rather than this in this fallen world. Like ngayon, hindi natin layo. Ang gera-gera na. Di ba? Halimbawa, bili ka ng bahay, natamaan ng ano. Di ba? Hindi, I'm not saying na ganun, pero huwag naman, di ba? Pero kung doon kung nandun yung heart mo, nandun yung treasure mo eh. Kung ano yung gusto mong mangyari, nandun yung treasure mo, nandun yung heart. So, we always as a couple, we always put God and so, ayan.
Maganda yun, no? Kasi I think, lagi kong sinasabi, dito kasi, we have to be open to everybody and to understand, no? Again, ibabalik ko lang doon sa manifesting. So, meron bang naging friction doon sa pag-iisip nyo about this is a business and you know, with your faith? Kasi parang, yun nga, let me rephrase that actually. Or let me come back to that later. Sundan ko na lang muna to. Baka lumipad tayo sa kung saan. Pero anyway, balik tayo dun sa dynamics ng Netflix, no? Kasi obviously, alam na natin yung rason nyo, yung naging paano nag-umpisa. Kaya nga, very important sa inyo yung faith nyo. But as a couple, nagkaroon ba kayo ng struggle when you started the business by itself? Kasi yun na nga, ikaw sabi mo, tara na, talon na, meron na akong 1 month YouTube watching and courses. Ikaw naman, sabi mo, hindi, may entrepreneurship mo. Dati ako CEO, di ba? Ayun. So, nagkaroon ba ng struggle din? Kasi, ito, nalaman ko rin nung kami sa asawa ko. Kahit pala nag-asawa na kayo, magkaiba pa rin kayong tao. Meron pa rin kayong pagtatalunan. And therefore, mas malala pa pag minsan pag business. So, how do you handle that? And how did you start with that?
Syempre, di ba, pareho kaming panganay. Hindi rin ako sanay mautusan. Hindi rin siya sanay mautusan. Patay tayo dyan. So, talaga nag-struggle talaga kami nung una. Pero we are progressive naman in terms of our faith, progressive Christian. So, we applied yung Christ-likeness sa Philippians 2:3-8 kasi in-apply namin yung humility towards each other. Pero dati talaga, nung wala si Lord sa buhay namin, nag-aaway kami. Kahit nung LDR pa lang kami, hindi ko na itatago. Nag-aaway kami kasi nagre-reply kami kasi hindi kami nakikinig yan. Walang humility sa amin. And then, yung pagiging obedient din and yung selflessness. So, in-apply namin yun and maganda lang kasi pag meron tayong relationship kay Lord, pusa yung magmamanifest. Hindi yung manifest, lalabas talaga sa atin yan and yung the fruit of the Holy Spirit. Love, joy, peace, gentleness, self-control, yung mga ganun. So, that really helps our relationship towards business. So, walang boss, parang bigayan. Yan, yun yung nangyari sa amin. So, kung anong kulang, halimbawa, gawin ko, ito gagawin niya. I support you, he supports you as well.
Kuya, i-add ko lang. Parang iba na nag-decide kami na mag-resign, the same day na I receive a confirmation from the Lord na I'm gonna have to hand in my letter. So, binigay ko yung resignation letter ko. Tapos, after, 2 weeks, nalaman ko buntis ako.
Okay.
So, we've been trying for 2 years
Oo.
na magka-baby, ganyan. Pero laging negative, ganyan. Pero the time na I have obeyed, na oo, kahit na mahirap, ganun, doon binigay yung blessing na inaantay namin. And syempre, like, may fear kami noon.
Oo.
Kasi walang matahimik
Kaka-resign mo lang eh.
Kaka-resign mo.
Oo.
Hindi ko na alam na duwiin ko pa, parang ganun. And the funny thing was, before ako nag-resign, before ko ibigay yung letter ko, nagte-test ako ng PT. Kasi kung positive, hindi ako magre-resign, parang ganun. Pero parang ang nangyari is, inallow ni Lord na, mag-resign muna ako, tsaka niya ibigay yung blessing. So, parang nag-obey. Because of my obedience, we were blessed. Kung ano yung pinag-pray namin for the longest time.
Grabe yun, no? Alam mo, yun yung, I think yung isa sa pinakamahirap na is, yung, pag nag-give up ka nung sure, nakita, di ba? Yan ang maraming ka natatakutan ng, kahit ako, tulad ko, halimbawa, kung ako nurse, pag umalis ka ng nurse, yun yung comfort zone no? Pero to narinig ko, hindi sa akin to, I think narinig ko to kay Simon Squibb, no? Na working for other people is easy at first and it gets harder towards the end. And I think evident yun sa'yo, no? And evident din sa akin. And then, but working for yourself is hard at first and gets easier. Kasi sabi nyo nga kanina, ay nakalimutan nyo, 4 years na pala kayo today. Di ba? Parang wala lang. Pero pag inisip mo yung 4 years, nag-high school na tayo nun, di ba? Galing, ano? Pero ano naman siguro sa palagay ninyo, obviously, you work well together. Na-identify natin yung struggles as working together in a business. But what would be the advantage of working together in a business as a couple? Ano naman yung advantage? Kasi ako minsan baka maisip ko, kung ako nakikinig dito, wala kayong break from each other. Di ba? Parang may appeal na si Chris pero, you know, ano yung advantages in your case naman?
Siyempre, di ba, when we are employed, we trade our time, our energy for money. Dito naman, we have time, we have energy, but we don't have money. Pero, hindi. I mean, ano siya, kumbaga, depende. Depende sa bookings. Pero, we have the time and we have the energy. So, we just traded our time for the money. Pero, yung maganda kasi pag kasama mo asawa mo, syempre, hindi mo mamimiss yung moments. Yung mga moments na hindi mo na mababalikan, like, we have our little one, nakikita namin siya na lumalaki, nag-progress, and yung influence namin nasa kanya. And ayun, yung ano lang din siguro, may magkaiba kami ng, di ba, magkaibang tao kami. Iba yung isip niya dito sa ganito, iba rin. So pag pinagsama mo yan, mas two is better than one eh. So,
And
ayun, sige.
Tsaka kapag sa business kasi po, because we are husband and wife, we are very open to one another. I can criticize him in a positive manner, na kailangan mong improve to. Tapos ako din sabihin niya na kailangan mo improve to. So we easily exchange ideas, ganon. Kaya mas nag-improve yung craft namin, how we can tackle.
Yeah.
So, naging collaboration siya talaga.
Collaboration.
Galing. Kasi yung iba, yan ang kinatatakutan di ba? Pero maganda na na-expose yun na may advantages pa rin talaga. Now, let's talk about parenting. Yan. Kasi nasabi nyo na yun nga, sa anak ninyo, you're doing well. Pero doesn't that make it harder pag may business ka? Kasi business is parang anak din hindi ba? Lalo na sa abroad. Di katulad kung siguro, dare I say, kung nasa Pilipinas tayo, kung kaya mo mag-business, malamang meron kang kahit panong tulong, whether that's binabayad or kamag-anak. Dito, bira sa atin gano'n, di ba? So, how do you deal with that?
So, ayun sa amin lang, we're so blessed na nung palabas na si Caleb, yung eldest son namin, pinadala kami ng blessings ni Lord. Like, nandun pa kami sa hunting doon, nag-rent kami ng isang room. Kasama namin 2 lalaki.
Kailangan namin lumipat from Chelmsford. Nung nag-resign ako, sorry daddy. Nung nag-resign kasi ako sa work, kaming 2 nag-resign, hindi namin mababayaran yung rent namin sa Chelmsford kasi expensive.
So, naghanap kami ng maliit.
ng maliit na kwarto sa Huntingdon, which was the cheapest place we know we can move in. Hindi pa namin alam na buntis kami nung time na yun. Nakapirma na kami ng contract.
Ng ano? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Ng 1 bedroom lang, kuya.
Tapos isang taon.
Hindi
Hindi naman, 6
hindi naman,
months.
6
At
months.
Tapos umiiyak ka nun kasi
Oo,
wala kaming kama. Ano lang, yung
Mattress
comforter.
lang. Oh.
Hindi pa mattress, yung comforter
Yung
lang.
topper lang.
Topper
Topper
lang.
lang.
Yun lang yung hinihigaan namin
Hinihigaan
that time.
namin.
Sumasakit likod niya. Tapos umiiyak siya. Ba't doon?
Like, bakit ganun? Bakit
Ayan,
kailangan
ikaw.
namin pagdaanan tong ganito? Pero dun ko na-realize na whenever you wanted to go through yung ano talagang may naisip kang business, you have to also be prepared of giving your comfort talaga. Kasi we had to go through that para for us to keep the business, we have to understand na eto yung mga kailangan kong i-sacrifice, ganon. So, kailangan namin i-sacrifice yung comfort namin sa bahay para lang masustentuhan namin or ma-continue namin yung ano ng
Yeah.
So,
And then one day, tumawag yung kapatid niya, ate, papunta na kami.
Darating na sila.
Darating na
nurse,
sila.
nurse ba sila or ano?
then, sister-in-law, tas yung kapatid ko is 4 months sa Philippines, pero yun nga, hindi unbelievable for me na nakapunta sila dito
Oh, wow.
through a pathway care, carer, parang gano'n. So, parang alam mo yun, parang dinala sila ni Lord dito na to help us din. Though hindi yun yung
Yun yung
reason.
intention.
Pero for us, parang oh my gosh,
Laking tulong.
Laking
Oo.
Tapos ending, meron silang accommodation, meron kaming bahay. Sabi no, mag-stop tayo para mas
Mas mura,
makakatipid yan. So, nasa isang bahay kami and it's been 3 years na. 3 years na kami magkasama sa bahay.
Galing. Oo. Yan yung, I think yan yung medyo hindi lahat nakaka-appreciate, no? I think like ito rin yun sa akin. I was very lucky na yung mga kaibigan ko, we stayed together for our first 5 years. Ang laking bagay, lalo na dito sa context ng UK, yung may kasama ka sa accommodation na A, kahati mo sa bayad, and B, kasundo mo. 'Di ba? Kasi yun talaga, sabi ko nga, when you find friends or family, some people try to find them for a lifetime. Tapos they never see that. So you treasure them. So ang ganda rin pala nung naging dynamic sa inyo. No, and that really helped the business din.
Yes.
Yes.
And hindi lang yun, may pinadala uling blessing si Lord.
Oh, wow.
Yan, si Jude tsaka sila B, naging kapitbahay namin sila.
Yung church
So,
mates na.
2-minute walk lang. So, we have this
May rotation.
community.
Nagka-community kayo.
Not about the, yung for the looking after the baby, but we have this community na if anyone needs help, we help each other. We support it. Parang support system namin.
Galing.
And sobrang solid lang din kasi I would say appreciate them so.
Oh.
Kahit na minsan, syempre, hindi natin masabi.
Oh.
Pero I'll say in this video, panoorin niyo to. Appreciate ko kayo.
Hindi, yun ang maganda eh. Yun nga. When, mabigat din talaga when you get chosen family. Ika nga. Yung dito sa abroad eh. Kasi lumalaki bigla yung pamilya natin eh. In your case, dumating kapatid. That's great. Pero yung churchmates that become family, that's gold talaga. Hindi ka na makakahanap ng gano'n. Ang hirap. Tsaka pag dumating talaga yun, napakalaking tulong sa isa't isa. Kasi ikaw din eh. Dahil alam mo rin yung pinagdadaanan nila, gusto mo rin tumulong, di ba? Hindi pwedeng one-way street lang. Kasi pag one-way street lang, di lalabas sa Filipino-UK nurses.
Ayan.
Yun lang.
And maganda lang din, kuya, kasi dumadami kami yung community namin sa Cambridge. Na we're like more than family. So we gather together, we fellowship together, and pag may kailangan ng isa, para kaming tutulong talaga.
Ito, dahil nandiyan na rin lang tayo, no? Normally, ask ko to sa dulo. So, ano yung church nyo? Yan.
Yan, we are part of a church community sa CCF po, Christ Commission Fellowship. It was initially started in the Philippines, pero we're all over the world. So you can get connected to us po. Kasi all over UK din siya. Every ano tawag dito?
County.
Ano ba yung region?
Every region. We have clusters.
Hindi, kasi ma-attend din ako sa inyo every now and then, di ba? So, yun nga. And speaking of that, meron ba kayong requirements para pumunta doon kung may gustong sumali or ano?
Ano kayo ng pagkain? Hindi, joke lang.
Usapang pagkain pala to eh.
Ano po, you just...
Meron po. Fat.
Ano yung fat na yan?
Free, available, teachable. Diba? Faithful, available, teachable.
Pero yun po, like you just can come anytime, visit us sa church namin. Sa amin po sa Cambridge, first and third Sunday of nag-plug the month sa Hoxton Center po kami.
That's
So,
nice. Okay
every
lang.
person,
Okay lang.
person.
Hindi kasi you never know who might be watching this might need that. Diba? And since what radiates sa inyong dalawa is your faith, bakit pa natin itatago, di ba? Yun yung whole point eh. So anyway, let's move on. But let's talk about of the future of Netflix. Kasi syempre everything evolves, no? So nakwento niyo yung paano niyo pinanganak yung Netflix na tumira muna kayo sa maliit na bahay, tapos ngayon 4 years na. Ang dami niyong sinacrifice, which is ano. But what is the future holding for you? Meron na ba kayong plano? Are you looking to that or are you taking it day by day?
For the meantime, steady lang kami. Pero if anytime gusto siya kunin ni Lord sa amin, we're open-hearted and open arms na pakawalan siya. Kung hindi na siya bagay dun sa lifestyle namin, like we will have our second baby coming soon.
Oy, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, may laman yan.
And so whatever God will say to us, we will obey. So if God says na galin to, okay lang. We will wholeheartedly obey. And kung whatever na anong venture yung bigay ni Lord, I will just obey him.
So, parang naririnig ko rin sa inyo no, na siguro i-angle ko lang on because you've had this experience as entrepreneurs, no?
Yes.
Parang tumibay na kayo, no? Parang kakayanin nyo na kahit ano.
Sabihin natin kuya, service kasi yung ano namin yung product namin.
Yes.
So not every time ganito kami kalakas eh.
Yes, of course.
Siguro kung 17 na kami, hindi na namin kaya mag-photography ng whole
Baka
day, di ba?
60 pa lang eh. Medyo masakit na.
Sakit na yung likod namin yan. So we have this rin naman na from certain time, I think we will stop then. But still, we are open na i-share yung knowledge to our churchmates, kung sino man na available or gustong malaman. And hindi naman namin madadala yun eh. So, but still, yung transition kasi. Like, we want to homeschool. So,
again, focus more time.
Kasi babalik tayo sa, natin, rocks. Why? So, ano ba yung priority natin? Number 1, si God. Spouse. Kids. Or children. Tapos, yung work natin, then ministry pang huli lang yan. If balik na rin mo yan, ang gulo niyan. Pag iuli mo si Lord, inuna mo yung work sa asawa mo, di ba? Gulo yun. Inuna mo yung anak mo sa asawa mo, gulo yun. So, dapat nandun tayo sa priority.
Galing. Now, ito naisip ko lang ngayon. Kasi, isa sa ng manifesting is, of course, yung journey of money. Sa inyo, na-manifest niya yung gusto nyong puntahan. No? Pero ito, mabigat na tanong. Kasi naisip ko rin lang, ngayon nag-invest kami sa gamit. Magandang tanong, aside from time, ano yung naging investment nyo when you started sa inyong business? Did you have to put up a lot of money, Kasi, syempre, si Patrick, CEO. Ikaw, nurse. So, kinailangan ba ng malaking capital when you started? Hindi ko rin kung magkano. Pero, did you put out a lot or ano sa palagay niya? Kung mabibigay niya kung magkano, that'd be great. Kasi makikita nila, kaya ko ba to? Kasi that's the question lagi when you start di ba?
Ako po, siguro yung sa akin po, nag-start kami sa maliit. And then, in-snowball namin siya. Pinaikot-ikot namin siya. I mean, napalaki. Pero yung pinaka-target namin is how to improve our quality from time to time. Ayaw namin i-compensate yung pagbabago yung quality namin bababa. Because we want to serve more clients at the same time. Kasi sometimes when nagkakasabay-sabay yung bookings parang makaka-tempt, di ba? Parang same day, meron pang gustong kumuha, kunin kaya natin. Pero we decided to stick to our craft, to focus more on quality. Kasi when we do our job or our business, it's like we're serving God din. We put our 100% for our work, our job. We glorify Him. Ikaw,
Mm.
ma'am.
Siguro sa'kin kuya, totoo yun, nung nag-start po kasi kami talaga 'di ba nga isang camera lang yung gamit namin.
Yes. So,
And what we did is, we monetized on that. Yung output, ang ginawa namin, ano kami, nagpa-free, parang raffle, ganon. And because of that raffle, may mga nag-inquire and dahil may deposit, bili tayo ulit ng ganito, ganyan, ganyan.
Yan.
Hanggang sa dumami ng dumami. Hindi na namin alam kung magkano yung nagastos namin. Hanggang ngayon, we're still investing.
Yes.
Pero yun nga, as he said, na if you enter a business, you have to always check kung ano ba yung gusto mong ma-improve sa craft mo. For us, we have to make sure na we're serving the clients well, and that comes with the price. You have to invest in your
yes.
equipments, in your materials, ganyan. And syempre, yung ano mo din, artistry, parang gano'n.
Yan. Oh, I think yan minsan nakakalimutan ng mga nagsa-start ng business that kasi they usually start on a great idea, no, na ito. Pero they forget that great idea doesn't end there. Because what gets us there will not get us to the next step. So dapat talaga may constant movement, no? Nakakalimutan. And napaka-evident nun sa inyo kasi yun na nga, from one camera to sabi mo kanina, nag-backride ka lang halos dun sa nakisabay ka lang. And then, kayo na, tas pinag-aagawan na kayo. So, that's amazing, no? Pero, now that we're into that, I want to ask you, ano yung hindi na nasasabi sa mga OFW na nagsistart ng business para sa inyo? Kasi, inaano ko more on business, ano yung, parang, if you can start all over again, ano yung gusto mong, sana alam ko na to when I started my own business?
Ako siguro kuya, dahil dito tayo sa UK setting, ang una naming ginawa nung nag-start kami na mag-business is we had to check the laws and regulations here in the UK. How we're gonna make things legal. Kasi of course, foreign land mo to. And you want to be under the authority and follow the rules. Kaya sa akin, kaya itong Mia Wild din, kasi inantay ko na mag-ILR ako. Hindi kasi ako pwede as a nurse na mag-open business, ganyan. And then, yun nga po, blessing din na, di ba, nabuntis ako and I didn't have any maternity pay because of my obedience na pagka-start namin ng Netflix, register kami sa company house and we had to do taxes and all that. May na-receive pa rin ako from the business, even I was pregnant, parang ganon. So may statutory maternity pay because of what we did. Follow sa rules, ganon.
Oh, alam mo, may point ka dun, no? Kasi of course, dahil sa community natin, we meet a lot of entrepreneurs. May iba talaga na sasabihin nila, kailangan pa bang gawin yun? Pero it actually pays to follow the rules, di ba? Iba pa rin pag legal. Kasi actually, ang minsan nakakalimutan natin, pag nagbi-business tayo, we only think of yung kikitain natin. But we're actually either providing a service or a product to our customers. And our customers should be number one, alagaan natin kasi that business won't proliferate kung wala sila, di ba? No? So, ang ganda na sinabi mo na yun dapat pinag-isipan talaga. No? That's good. Ikaw, meron ka bang madadagdag dun, CEO?
Siguro yung yung grit, saka yung syempre lakas naman ng loob mo. Kasi especially sa mga nakikinig ngayon, I know para kayong feel nyo na paulit-ulit yung ginagawa nyo. If you are expecting, di ba, the same result but you're not doing different, di ba? Parang hindi mangyayari. So, do something radical for you to have a difference in your life. Kasi kailangan yung tumalon. Hindi naman yung ginawa na kung hindi yun applicable sa yung gagawin.
Pero sabi ni Manong George, saka yung Netflix,
Start kayo sa small. Like, ano ba yung hilig mo? Ano ba yung passion mo? Mag-start ka muna sa mga KKK mo, kakilala, katrabaho, magaling ka magluto, magaling ka whatever na alam mong magaling ka, doon ka mag-start.
Galing. Tama yun. Right. Para sa inyo, ano bang mahirap bilang ngayon na nasa business na kayo? Mas mahirap ba sa inyo ngayon mag-balance ng mga bagay-bagay? Kasi yan yung eventually nagiging problem ng ng isang nagbi-business no. So paano nyo mababalance ngayon yan na may expecting pa kayo second child and para lang din siya na hindi nakakaalam, no, dito sa UK, walang libreng childcare. So, how do you balance that? Ayan.
Sa'kin siguro kuya honestly, it was hard initially kasi ang akala ng lahat kapag, ano na ako, I am my own boss.
Yes.
Madali lang, parang gano'n. It's actually very difficult kasi you have to manage your own time based on your own sarili mong
Yes.
discipline. Kasi 'pag halimbawa nasa work ka, kailangan pumasok ng 7 PM, kailangan maaga kang gumising. Eh, ngayon wala ka ng boss, you are your own boss. Parang
Yes.
anong oras ako gising, okey lang na ganyan. Initially yun yung struggle ko, wala akong sense of time management,
Structure.
yan.
Oo.
So, that's what I've learned in a hard way, na kailangan is if you want to have your own business, you should be disciplined enough to know na these are your priorities, set your goals within the day, what are you gonna do. And siyempre for us na may anak kami, kailangan is siya, itemize siya, ano dapat gagawin ko within the day for me to be effective and for me to utilize my time well.
Galing. Ikaw naman, CEO.
Ano nga ulit yung tanong mo?
Hindi.
Gusto ko na-carry on
Hindi,
tayo.
kasi ano yung, how do you balance family life and business now? Na yun nga, lumilipad, then kayo, nag-expand yung family, meron na kayong isa, one on the way. How do you manage that?
Ano pa rin, babalik kami sa priority. So basically, kung ano ba yung number one, balik ulit ako kay God, spouse, sa children, sa work, then sa ministry. So basically, hindi namin naalisin si God kasi siya yung sa center namin. Kasi kung wala siya doon, kahit na mahal ko siya, ultimate ako, tapos may trabaho, may negosyo, everything will fall apart without. So siya yung dapat lagi na. And kung nawawala man kami sometimes kasi sarap matulog. Gising namin, 10, 11. Wala kaming discipline minsan, aminado kami. Tulog kami na madaling araw, gising kami ang tanghali na, then hindi na kami productive. So, babalik lang kami. Pag makikita mo yan, nasa scripture din yan, ayaw din ni Lord na gusto niya maging tayo, good steward. Good steward and gusto niya maging masipag tayo. Kasi ayaw ni Lord ng lazy. So, ayun. Yun yung sa akin.
Galing. So, meron ba kayong may advice sa, wag na natin sabing individual, kasi ito, maganda yung dynamic nyo eh. Sa mag-asawang nag-iisip, do we start a business? Halimbawa, yun yung nasa isip nila ngayon. Anong ma-advise mo sa nyo sa kanila? Sige, umpisa tayo ngayon.
Okay. Sige, kung may naisip kayong business, especially
Mag-asawa. Yan.
mag-asawa, feeling niya feasible and attainable and reality check okay naman, huwag yun ang patagalin. Kasi yun yung mas pangit eh. Ang dami nating iniisip, hindi natin ina-apply, hindi natin ini-implement. Nagkakaroon tayo ng analysis paralysis. Kumbaga, na-constipate tayo, hindi natin siya ginagawa. So dapat, kung may naisip tayo agad, subukan natin, gawin natin. I know mahirap kasi we have, yung mga tao dito sa UK, mga kababayan natin, meron silang mga job na, but you can do it on the sideline. And then kung malaki na, gawin mo ng half yung magbangka na lang. And then, mga ganon ba? So, start small and then tingnan mo kung ano yung progress nung start mo na business. And always think na magaan siya. Pero number one talaga, Lord muna natin. And everything will add it unto you. Diba? Seek His kingdom first and His righteousness. And all these things will add it unto you.
Yung tumalon kagad, tanongin natin.
Ayan,
Ano
tumalon.
naman sasabihin ng tumalon?
Sa akin, it was a process, it was a long process. Pero kung mababalik ko lang siya, and make things easier, yun din talaga is, it was my faith. I had to know the Lord first. Number one talaga is seeking Him. Kasi He was the one who gave us wisdom, how we're gonna do things. He was the one who gave us connections. He was the one who gave us everything that we needed for everything to go as smooth as possible as it can be. So how can you do that? You pray about it. Halimbawa may naisip kang business, hindi siya agad-agad na, ito na yun. Kailangan mong tingnan yung posture ng heart mo. Ano ba yung reason kung bakit ito yung gagawin ko? Dahil ba profitable siya? Or is it your passion? Parang gano'n. So, for me, I prayed about that one for a long time before nagkaroon ng confirmation. And once I had the confirmation, we seek counsel from other people kasi sa amin may discipleship po kasi kami eh. So, we asked from our, we call it the group leader, yung mga yung nag-mentor po sa amin,
Yeah.
how we're gonna do things
In a biblical
in a
way.
biblical manner, ganon. Tapos po, ang tawag dito, talagang ano na siya, once may confirmation na, and once mayroon ka ng wisdom from other people, the number one thing for you to do is to do it. Huwag mo nang i-delay. Kasi kung
Yun.
okay na eh, bakit ka pa nagpapatumpik-tumpik? Do it. Just do it.
Alam mo, I picked up that yung sinabi nyo, no? Kasi isa sa analysis paralysis na marami is they want to be good at their first try. No? They want to be perfect at their first try. May narinig ko to eh. Sa tanong na quality over quantity, quantity can beat quality because you do it over and over and over again. So, ang key talaga is the start. No? Kung hindi ka talaga nag-start, wala talaga.
Yeah.
And in your case, your foundation was your faith. No? So, ganda rin. No, ganda. Now, lahat ng guests natin, alam ko, I've taken so much of your time. Sa mga hindi nakakalam, share ko lang, nakakapangatlong recording na yata kami. Pag ito, wala pa rin. Ewan ko na. But, lahat ng guests natin, tinatanong natin, ano para sa inyo yung manifesting? So, take it away. Sino may gusto magsabi ng
Ladies
ano?
first.
Ladies first. Ayan, manifesting.
Yeah, for me, when you say manifest, because it's like you're trying to visualize things, you're putting things into vision, and that
Yeah.
is really good. Kasi you want to plan for your future, you want to like invest kung ano yung mga magagawa mo sa
Yes.
buhay mo, how you can be more productive sa life. And for me, when you say manifesting, you have to manifest things, pero you have to also ask, how is your heart posture when you want to think of something that you want? You have to check, are you in line with the will of the Lord na ito gusto kong ma-achieve? Kasi paano kung, halimbawa, you wanted to have a house. For us, we're just gonna share briefly. Last couple of weeks ago, we've been praying to have a house, parang to move in, like
Yeah.
mag-mortgage na kami, ganon. Pero before we applied, we prayed and sabi namin, Lord, if this is your will, help us. If it is not, take it away from us. So we manifested the house. We had a vision to have our own property na. Pero parang the afternoon that time, hindi kami na approve, parang tinanggal na siya agad. So our heart was, oh, okay, so probably this is not what is your will. Pero that doesn't mean na hindi mo na ibibigay. Probably the answer is wait muna, or we have a better property for you. So yun, parang always check the posture of your heart first when you think of something that you want to achieve. Kasi kung hindi, baka ma-disappoint ka, or wala, parang madi-disprove ka na ayaw ko na kasi hindi ko nakuha yung gusto ko, parang ganon. So, we have to always seek first the giver before we focus on the things that we wanted. Yung manifesting for me.
That's good. And si CEO?
Yeah, yung sa akin naman, yung manifesting is like aiming, or you're targeting something, di ba? Yung bahay, kotse, or malaking sweldo. Yung kasi doon, yung delikado doon is yung freedom. Like, not the financial freedom, but yung freedom na, kasi di ba, if we want instant, if you want money, you have all the options to have vices din eh.
No.
So baka instead na maging free tayo financially, dahil dun sa kung wala si Lord baka maging enslaved tayo ng mga things na yon. Like maging idols natin sila. Everything kasi na above God is our idol. So baka masyado ka na focus dun sa bahay, sa kotse, o sa pera. And then, sabi nga ni Crisel, pag di mo na siya nakuha, madi-disappoint ka, madi-depress ka. And we don't like that. Kasi nandito tayo sa UK. Pero pag si Lord yung nasa unahan natin, siya yung nasa center natin, whatever we manifest. And there's nothing wrong about manifesting. Actually, in reality, we need money to survive. Pero if there is God at the center, everything will be on His will. So, like yung sa amin, it's not His will to have a house mortgage for the last few weeks. Pero I think it's a protection for us as well. Now we're not yet ready for the meantime, but we need to plan more, or to get ready for the next stage, like yung kung anong mga kailangan for the morning. Need more experiences in terms of sa mga banks namin. And, ayun,
Always.
and yung wisdom din.
Okay. Parang nung last natin, no, recording natin, lumungkot na naman yung sa dulo. No, but actually, in all fairness, no, I think what you've proven to me today is that even though we're talking about money and we are looking about how we improve ourselves, faith can really play a big factor in that, and faith, dare I say, at least in your case, is a very positive source of inspiration, no? And so I think that's something that can help yung mga kababayan natin kung nandun sila sa space na they're looking for what's lacking, and
Yeah.
maybe yun nga yung lacking. And so ayun, maraming salamat sa inyong oras at sa inyong hirap. Grabe, nakailang take tayo, but thank you, Crisel, and thank you, CEO Patrick of Netflix. Ayan. If you don't know them, hanapin niyo po sila. Napakagaling na mga photographer, videographer nitong mag-asawa na to. Take it from me.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.